Welcome back, everyone. It's another exciting day in the world of crypto. And today, we're turning our spotlight on a project that's been generating serious buzz across the blockchain community, Zebec Network, ZBCN. If you've been keeping your eyes on price movements, trading volume spikes, or just the general market chatter, then chances are you've already come across ZBCN's name. And if you haven't, don't worry, we're going to break it all down for you in detail. Zebec Network's explosive price surge. Let's start with the basics, because the numbers alone are worth a closer look. As of right now, Zebec Network is trading at 0.02627, which on its own might seem like a modest number, but when you dig into the story behind that price, especially the recent performance, it becomes clear that something significant is happening. In the past 24 hours alone, Zebec has experienced a jaw-dropping 26.51% increase in price. That kind of movement is not only rare, but also suggests a surge of new capital, interest, or possibly even big news within the ecosystem. With a 24-hour trading volume of $46.72 million, the liquidity is flowing and strong, and that's a good sign for investors who want to enter or exit positions without facing heavy slippage. On top of that, Zebec Network boasts a market cap of $208.11 million, which gives it a market dominance of 0.01%. Now, while 0.01% might seem minuscule at first glance, in the grand scheme of the crypto landscape, where thousands of coins are competing for visibility, it's actually quite impressive, especially for a project that hasn't even reached the top 100 by market cap. All-time highs, lows, and recovery. Understand the current price action, it's important to zoom out a little and look at the historical picture. Zebec Network reached its all-time high of 0.0327 back on April 23, 2024. Since then, like many altcoins during cycles of correction, it dropped significantly, hitting its lowest price on August 5, 2024, when it fell to 0.000696 cents. Now here's the interesting part. Despite this deep retracement, Zebec has mounted an impressive comeback. After bottoming out at that cycle low, the token has clawed its way back to today's level and has even touched a cycle high of 0.02607, almost reaching back toward its former peak. That kind of recovery, especially in such a short time frame, points toward renewed investor confidence and possibly some serious building happening behind the scenes. Sentiment in the market. Bullish and bold. Market sentiment often tells you more than just price action alone. Right now, Zebec's sentiment rating is clearly on the bullish side, and there's more than one reason to support that claim. According to sentiment trackers and prediction models, the ZBCN token is expected to continue rising, with technical indicators pointing towards sustained upward momentum. Even more telling is the current Fear and Greed Index, which sits at 72. Putting us firmly in the greed territory. For those unfamiliar, this index is a widely followed psychological gauge of the broader market's mood, and when it swings toward greed, it usually means that investors are confident, buyers are aggressive, and fear of missing out, commonly known as FOMO, is in full effect. While some view this as a time to be cautious, others see it as a signal of strong momentum that still has room to run. The numbers that matter: supply and inflation. Moving beyond market performance, let's talk about Zebec Network's tokenomics, specifically its supply metrics. Currently, there are 79.23 billion ZBCN tokens in circulation out of a total maximum supply of 100 billions. That means over 79% of the total supply is already out there, which is actually a positive indicator for price action because it leaves less room for unexpected dilution from future token unlocks. However, one detail worth noting is the annual inflation rate, which stands at 55.72%. That's quite high, meaning approximately 28.35 billion new tokens have entered circulation over the past year. For many projects, high inflation can lead to devaluation unless it is counterbalanced by strong demand or clear utility. In Zebec's case, the inflation appears to be tied to ecosystem growth incentives, staking rewards, and liquidity programs, all designed to stimulate long-term usage and adoption rather than short-term speculation. It's a trade-off, but one that may work in the project's favor if user adoption continues rising. Performance versus Ethereum and Bitcoin. Let's talk performance, not just in isolation, but in relation to the two titans of the crypto world, Bitcoin BTC and Ethereum ETH. And here's where Zebec Network really starts to shine. In the last 30 days, gained 189.41% in USD terms, nearly tripling in value, outperformed Ethereum by 76.22%, surged 131.06% against Bitcoin. These stats are no joke. Beating Ethereum and Bitcoin is a significant accomplishment and signals that Zebec is riding a wave of unique momentum rather than simply following broader market trends. It means capital is specifically flowing into this project, and that always raises the question, why? What makes Zebec different? Here's what you need to know. Zebec Network is not just another token. It's a streaming finance protocol designed to fundamentally change how money moves across blockchain networks. Instead of relying on traditional batch-based transactions, Zebec enables real-time, continuous payment streams. Think salaries that are paid every second, subscription services that deduct funds dynamically, and DAOs that can vest tokens in real time. In fact, Zebec's use cases range from on-chain payroll services to vesting tools for Web3 teams to developer-friendly infrastructure for building DeFi apps. All of this is built on high-speed blockchains like Solana, and Zebec has even begun expanding into multi-chain support, making it accessible to broader DeFi ecosystems. That kind of real-world utility is something many other tokens lack, and it positions Zebec as a genuine infrastructure player in the growing world of decentralized finance. Final thoughts. Is Zebec just getting started? With its impressive price recovery, strong relative performance, bullish sentiment, and real-world financial utility, Zebec Network has made a convincing case that it's more than just a short-term hype token. Whether or not it can maintain this momentum will depend on continued adoption, execution of its roadmap, and broader market conditions. But the foundations are promising. If you're looking for a token that combines high growth potential with actual technological relevance, ZBCN is definitely worth putting on your radar. Before you go, if you found this breakdown helpful, informative, or just plain exciting, make sure to like this video, share it with fellow crypto enthusiasts, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep the content flowing and the research deep. Here, we don't just read charts, we decode them. We don't just cover price, we tell the story behind the project. So, if you're into altcoins with real potential, DeFi innovation, and market insights that go beyond the surface, you're in the right place. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.